Yes, today we are starting new lesson, new chapter. Surface chemistry is over. Today we are with new chapter, that is chemical kinetics. You can take the heading chemical kinetics. So let everyone join. We will start. So did you study colloids for this weekend? 25 questions. Among 25 questions, 20 questions are from colloids and 5 questions are from chemical kinetics. Yes, this is a new chapter, chemical kinetics. Let everybody join. We will start new chapter, chemical kinetics. So this chemical kinetics is one of the very important chapters under physical chemistry. Okay, so this chapter comes under physical chemistry, very important chapter, both for PU as well as competitive exams. See, you have to join to the class early, as early as possible, at least by 9:40. Okay, so this is for everyone. Try to join the class by 9:40 so that we can start early. Track 1 or 2 doesn't matter. See, now it's not like a track 1 or 2, like all the chapters continuously we will do it. Track 1 chapters or 2 chapters all have equal importance. So you just carry on with the chapters. Okay. So we will start chemical kinetics. Chemical kinetics, very important chapter. This is a chapter under physical chemistry. Okay, so this is a chapter of physical chemistry. See, ಯಾವ ಬುಕ್ ಇಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತನೂ ಕೇಳೋದ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೆಯೋದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಇದಕ್ಕೇನ್ ಸೆಪರೇಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಇಡ್ತೀರಾ? Track 1 or 2 doesn't matter for you. It's all comes under second year chemistry syllabus, right? So ಒಂದು ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಅದೇ ಬುಕ್ ಬೇರೆ ಬುಕ್ ಇಡ್ತಿರೋ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ your wish. Okay, fine. So weekend exam ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? I have already told you, you know, 25 questions ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. Among 25 questions, 20 questions will come from colloids. Remaining 5 questions will come on chemical kinetics. Okay, so you can inform your friends, ಮತ್ತೆ repeat ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, and don't disturb in between the class. Just go on listening whatever I say. Okay, so coming to the chapter chemical kinetics, it comes under physical chemistry, one of the very important chapters of physical chemistry. For PUC point of view, you know, this chapter has a weightage of around 8 marks. Okay, so this chapter has a weightage of around 8 marks. So they will be asking you one 5-mark question, one 2-mark question, and one 1-mark question. Okay, so one 5-mark question, one 2-mark question, and one 1-mark question. So all together 8 marks weightage irutte ee chapter ge. So one of the very important chapters of physical chemistry. Okay, and now let us try to understand what do you mean by chemical kinetics. Okay, so before I go to chemical kinetics, let me revise something on thermodynamics and equilibrium. Okay, so there are two chapters that you studied in your first year chemistry, that is thermodynamics, and another one is equilibrium, right? So what did you understand by thermodynamics? Say ಒಂದು chemical reaction ಬಗ್ಗೆ what information is given by the chapter thermodynamics? What you can come to know about a chemical reaction according to, okay, thermodynamics. See here, thermodynamics will tell about possibility of a reaction. Yes or no? Thermodynamics will help us in understanding whether a reaction is possible or not. So thermodynamics will help us in understanding possibility of a reaction. See, whenever you want to conduct a chemical reaction, first thing is you must know whether a reaction is possible or not. If it is not possible, it is waste of doing that reaction, waste of money, waste of time, waste of chemicals, yes or no? So whether a reaction possible or not is decided based on the information from thermodynamics. Okay, so possibility of a reaction can be identified with the help of thermodynamics. How do you decide whether a reaction is possible or not? Can anyone help me? How do you decide whether a reaction is possible or not? Looking at the value of delta G, isn't it? So if delta G is negative, the reaction is possible, we say spontaneous anta heltivi, which is nothing but possible. Okay, if the delta G value you will get a positive, then we say the reaction is not possible, isn't it? So this way, with the information of delta G value, one can say that whether a reaction is possible or not. Yes, spontaneous means possible, non-spontaneous means very difficult type of reaction. Okay, sometimes may not be possible. Okay, so possibility of a reaction can be decided with the help of a chapter thermodynamics. Okay, and what about the equilibrium? So we also studied a chapter called equilibrium, right? It's one of the biggest chapter we studied. So what information does equilibrium give you about a chemical reaction? Equilibrium will give you the direction of reaction, like in which direction the reaction is proceeding, whether it proceeds in a forward direction or it proceeds in a backward direction. You know, this is what is given by our equilibrium chapter. Okay, so what I can say, equilibrium gives information about I can say extent and direction of reaction, direction of chemical reaction. Okay, so whatever the concepts we studied in equilibrium will help us to identify the direction of reaction. So we studied so many things like Le-Chatelier's principle and all that, right? So all of them will help us in understanding in which direction the reaction is proceeding, whether it proceeds in a forward direction or it proceeds in a backward direction. So that information and how much amount of products have been formed, how much amount of reactants have been consumed, you know, such things can be identified with the help of the chapter equilibrium. Okay, and you know, the limitations of both the chapters, there are certain limitations of this chapter, that is thermodynamics, and there are also few limitations for equilibrium. Okay, so what is the greatest limitation of both the chapters is they will never explain about rate of reaction. Okay, so both the chapter do not explain about, they do not explain about the rate of chemical reaction. Rate of chemical reaction. So what do you mean by rate here? Rate is nothing but speed. Okay, so both chapter will fail in explaining the speed of reaction. Okay, say in how much time the reaction is getting completed. Okay, say whether it is taking long time or it is taking short time, right? So what is the speed of reaction? How fast you are getting the product, right? How slow you are getting the product? So ಈ speed of the reaction na identify ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ both chapters have failed. Okay, so that is the limitation, drawback of both chapters that we have already studied in PUC 1. ಹೌದಾ? So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ there is a special branch of chemistry, okay, that is called chemical kinetics, where in this particular branch, we mainly study about the rate of chemical reaction. Okay, so chemical kinetics anno branch alli, we all will know about speed of chemical reaction. So ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಲೋ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್. ಸೊ ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ we will study. Okay, not only that, we will also learn about mechanism of chemical reaction. Okay, so one chemical reaction one day step alli complete agbodu, or it can get completed in many steps, right? So adu hege too many steps it is taking. So actual mechanism yen aagtide reaction olagade to get a product, you know, even the mechanisms also can be studied in this particular chapter. Okay, is that clear everyone? So thermodynamics ಇಂದ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇಂದ ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಏನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್, ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ by the chapter called chemical kinetics. Okay, so now let us have a definition of chemical kinetics. Okay, fine. So shall I erase all this? So this is just for your idea. So this idea is also very important. ಈ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು very very important actually. Okay, so it's not that you have to copy, that is your wish. Okay, but from now onwards you have to copy in your books. Okay, whatever I write from now is compulsory to copy. So take down, what is a chemical kinetics? It is a branch of chemistry which deals with rate is nothing but speed of chemical reactions. Not only that, factors affecting chemical reactions, and mechanisms of chemical reactions. Okay, so three things we will study, we can understand from the chapter. One is we can come to know about rate of chemical reaction. The other one is what factors that can affect chemical reaction, and the third one is the mechanism of a particular chemical reaction. Okay, so it is a branch of chemistry that deals with speeds of chemical reaction, that can also deal with which factors that can affect the chemical rate of the reaction, factors affecting Take down rate of chemical reaction, and also we can learn about the mechanisms of chemical reaction. Okay, so this is how we define chemical kinetics. These are the things we are going to study in chemical kinetics. First one is rate of chemical reaction we will study. Second one is factors affecting rate of chemical reaction. And the third one is mechanism of chemical reaction. So, these three factors we can learn in this particular chapter. Okay, so is the definition clear everyone? Shall I erase this? Yes? So, the chapter is all about studying the rate, speed of chemical reaction. It's about studying factors affecting the rate of chemical reaction. So, ಯಾವ factors change ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ speed ಅನ್ನೋದು change ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು also we will study in the chapter. That's what we mean by factors affecting rate of chemical reaction, and also mechanism of reaction. Okay, fine. So the very first concept of the chapter is understanding rate of chemical reaction. So first concept ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು learning or understanding the word rate of chemical reaction. So what do you mean by rate of chemical reaction, or just rate of reaction? Rate of reaction. Okay, so I already told you rate is nothing but speed, right? Fine. And can you tell me how do you identify the speed of a car? Okay, or a bus, any vehicle. Okay, so ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು vehicle speed ನ ಹೇಗೆ define ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಯಾವ terms ಅಲ್ಲಿ define ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Okay, let me take speed of car. Speed of car. Okay, so ಹೇಗೆ define ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Yeah, speed is nothing but velocity. Speed is nothing but okay, velocity of a car. Now, how do you define? Very good, very good. Somebody told it is nothing but distance traveled, right, divided by time. How that? Speed or velocity is always defined in terms of distance and time. How that? Say for example, if a car is at this point, it has moved to this point, then what is the speed of a car? It is the distance traveled from this point to this point in a particular time. Howda? So that is how you will describe the speed of a car or velocity of a car. Okay, so idu car move ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ from one point to another point. So ಎಷ್ಟು distance move ಆಗಿದೆ in a particular time. ಅದೇ ನಮಗೆ speed velocity, right? But how do you define rate of a reaction? Rate of reaction. On the chemical reaction, the speed, how do you tell? In what terms you can tell? Right? Say, speed of a car you are telling in terms of distance. Distance another one measurable property. Okay. So distance is some measurable property, we can measure it. So with the help of a property called distance, we are explaining about the speed of a car. Okay, but what about the speed of chemical reaction? How do you explain? Namage speed andre yavaglu distance traveled by time only, right? Velocity andre yavaglu distance traveled by time only. But what about our chemical equation? They will not move. Howda? Chemical equations another one place in another place ge move agutta, avugala speed helakke? No, right? Chemical equations do not move from one place to another place. So with what property you can explain about the speed? ಯಾವ measurable property na ನೀವು consider ಮಾಡಬಹುದು to talk about the rate of reaction or speed of reaction? Yes, we can consider concentration. Yes or no? Say I'll erase this example. Say for example, you have a chemical reaction, some reactants reacting to give products. Okay, so R is what? Reactant. It is reacting to give product. Right. So what will you observe during a chemical reaction? The concentration of reactant may change. The concentration of product may change. right? So with respect to change in the concentration, you will talk about the speed of chemical reaction or rate of chemical reaction. ಕಾರ್ದು ಒಂದು ಸ್ಪೀಡು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ, ಹೌದಾ? ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಟ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಂದ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಇಂದ ಅನದರ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ನ ಡಿಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? It is by taking concentration. Okay, and you can take pressure also. If it is a gaseous reaction, the pressure will change during a reaction. You can consider the pressure, you can consider the concentration also. But most of the time, we will consider the concentration. Okay, so how can I define the rate of a reaction? Take the definition. It is change. It is change in the concentration. Change in the concentration of reactants or products in unit time. In unit time is called rate of reaction. So this is the definition for rate of reaction. Okay, so when the car na speed, you spoke in terms of distance. The distance change agirutte, right? From one point to another point. Other based mele you decided the speed. Ade ಒಂದು chemical reaction ಗೆ you will talk its speed in terms of concentration. In terms of concentration. Okay, so during the reaction, reactant concentration decreases, yes or no? During a chemical reaction, reactant concentration decreases, product concentration increases, right? So by observing change in the reactant concentration or by observing change in the product concentration in a particular time, we speak about the rate of reaction. Okay, so what is the definition here? Change in the concentration of reactants or products in unit time is called as rate of reaction. Okay, so is that clear, everyone? Okay, and I'll erase this definition. Everybody copied this definition? Yes or no? Okay, so let me rub this definition now. Let me rub this. So here we got to know rate of a reaction is nothing but change in the concentration of reactants or change in the concentration of products in a particular amount of time. Okay, so that is what we call rate of reaction, speed of reaction. Okay, so our concentration change tumba early agi adre, then the speed is very much high anta heltivi. Okay, so change in the concentration, if it takes for a longer time, then we say that's a slow reaction. Okay, so like that, fine. And one more point, try to note it down and try to remember always in this chapter. During the reaction, during a chemical reaction, reactant concentration, what happens? Always decreases. Okay, and product concentration always increases. Product concentration always increases. Yes or no? So you will take some amount of reactant. As the reaction proceeds, what happens? The amount of reactant becomes lesser and lesser because that reactant is used to form the product. So as the reaction proceeds, the amount of reactant new starting material yen tagondirtiro adurdu amount is nothing but adurdu concentration slow agi kadime aagta barutte. Whose concentration slowly increases? Initially you will have zero product enu iralla when you start the reaction, but slowly its amount gradually increases. Okay, so that's what I have written here. During a chemical reaction, reactant concentration always decreases, product concentration always increases. Okay, so this we can show it in graph also. We can explain this with the help of a graph also. So take down the graphs here. See, when you plot a graph of concentration versus time, when you plot a graph of concentration versus time, if it is a reactant concentration initially you will have very much high, okay, but slowly as the time passes your reactant concentration decreases. Okay, so this is the concentration of reactant. So reactant concentration decreases. So similarly, when we plot a graph of concentration versus time, when you plot for product concentration, initially product will have zero concentration at zero time. Okay, but as the time increases, your concentration of product also increases, right? So this is product graph. This is a curve you will get it for product, and this is the curve you will get it for reactant. Okay, indicating that reactant concentration always decreases, product concentration always increases. Okay, so very simple graphs for the concentration of reactant as well as the concentration of products. Is that clear? Clear? Fine. Now we will express rate of reaction. Okay, we will express rate of reaction, ROR, in the sense what? Rate of reaction. Okay, unit of concentration ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. Concentration ನ ನೀವು molarity consider ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Okay, so which concentration term you can consider here? Molarity na consider ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. If you consider molarity for the concentration, what is the unit? Moles per dm cube ಅಲ್ಲ? Yes or no? Moles per liter ಅಲ್ಲ? So unit for concentration is moles per liter here. Okay, fine. Okay, so now you listen this concept. ROR, whenever I write this, it means that rate of reaction. Okay, if I want to explain rate of reaction in terms of reactants, nano in terms of reactants ನ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ how can I explain, how can I write a formula for this? It's nothing but decrease in the concentration of reactant divided by time. Okay, so rate of reaction ge formula idu in terms of reactants. Okay, so always during a reaction, reactant concentration decreases, no? So ನೀವು rate of reaction no reactant terms ಅಲ್ಲಿ explain ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೀಗೆ explain ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Okay, so it can be explained as decrease in the concentration of reactant divided by time. Okay, so this is how we define rate of reaction in terms of reactants. Okay, also we can write like this. Also we can write it as rate of reaction is equal to disappearance of reactants divided by time. Yes or no? So gradually, slowly, our reactant will disappear during a chemical reaction. Who will appear? Product will appear. Reactant will slowly disappear. Product will appear during a chemical reaction. That's why if I have to talk about rate of reaction in terms of reactants, I can also say like this, right? How can I tell? I can also tell that disappearance of reactants divided by time. Or I can also tell in the words decrease in the concentration of reactant divided by time. Okay, so these are very, very important formulas which will help later. Okay, so it's very, very important to understand rate of a reaction in terms of reactants. If you want to talk, you can talk in both the ways. You can talk in both the ways. One way is you can tell that decrease in the concentration of reactant by time, or you can also tell that disappearance of reactants by time. Okay. Similarly, if I have to talk rate of reaction in terms of product, then what is the formula you will get? Then what is the formula you will get? Can you tell me? I want to talk rate of reaction in terms of product. Product terms alli rate of reaction na explain ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So ನಾನು ಹೇಗೆ explain ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? Formula ಹೇಗೆ ಬರಿಬಹುದು? So this is rate of reaction in terms of reactant. Yes, yes, very good, very good. People are answering, very good. So let me write rate of reaction in terms of product. In terms of product. So what can be the formula in terms of product? It is very good. Increase in the concentration of products divided by time. Okay, so this is one way of writing rate of reaction in terms of product. Another one, another way, or I can also write it as rate of reaction in terms of product is equal to appearance of product divided by time. Okay, so this is how in 4 different ways I can write the formula for rate. Okay, so in terms of reactant, these are the 2 ways I can talk about the rate. In terms of product, these are the 2 ways I can talk about the rate. Okay, so is the concept clear everyone? Rate of reaction ಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ತರ ಆದ್ರೂ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬರಿಬಹುದು. In terms of reactant ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವೆರಡು ತರ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. In terms of product ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ರೇಟ್ ನ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ you can use these 2 ways. Okay, is that clear? Okay, so I'll go for the next thing. I'll go for the next concept. Okay, very good. See, and now, okay, see these formulas I wrote in the form of words. ನನಗೊಂದು mathematical form ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. Okay, see always writing in the words take lot of time. It's not convenient. Okay, so how can we write them in a mathematical form? How can we write them in a mathematical form? And one more important thing, whenever we talk rate of reaction in terms of reactants, we use the symbol negative. Okay, we use the symbol negative. Okay, whenever we talk rate of reaction in terms of product, in the formula you will have a positive sign. But here in terms of reactants you will have a negative sign. So why do we put this negative sign? This negative sign indicates reactant concentration decreases. So what does this positive sign indicates? It indicates that product concentration is increasing. Okay na? So illi whenever ನೀವು reactant terms ಅಲ್ಲಿ rate of reaction formula ಬರ್ದಾಗ we will always indicate with negative sign. ಇಲ್ಲಿ negative sign ದು importance ಏನು? It is telling you that the reactant concentration is decreasing during the reaction. Okay, positive sign will always tell you the concentration of product always increases with time. Okay, so adu meaning negative sign ge positive sign ge, this is really important to understand. Okay, so yavaglu reactant terms alli rate na explain ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ negative sign ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So product terms alli rate na explain ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ positive sign ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so this is very important. Fine. So now how can we write these formulas in a mathematical form? Say for example, you have a chemical reaction R giving P. Okay, so let me consider let me consider. Yes, somebody asked a very good question. Speed cannot be negative, no ma'am anta kelidare. Okay, ivaga rate andre speed cannot be negative alla anta kelidare. Yes, speed cannot be negative. Okay, just namige a negative sign ge meaning ide. Okay, numerically speaking it's not a negative value actually. A negative sign ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? To tell people that reactant concentration decreases and product concentration increases. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ನಾವು signs ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, so when you show the answer, rate of the reaction can never be negative value. Numerically it's a positive value only. Okay, so just it's an indication for telling reactant concentration decreases. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೊರತು ನಿಮ್ಗೊಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ವೈ ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಸಿ ನೌ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ R is a reactant, R giving product, P is a product. Okay, fine. And you see here, when time is equal to T1, okay, then concentration of R is R1. Okay, so what does this square bracket indicates? It means that concentration. All that we studied in equilibrium, alla. So what is this bracket indicates? It indicates that it is concentration. Okay, so when time is equal to T1, concentration of reactant is R1 and concentration of product is P1. Okay, let me write here. R1 is concentration. Okay, R1 and P1 are concentrations of reactants and products at time T1. Okay, clear? So here R1 and P1 are the concentrations of reactants and products at time T1. Okay, and now when T is equal to T2, okay, then what is the concentration of reactant? It can be R2. And what is the concentration of product? It can be P2. Okay, so what is this R2 and P2? R2 and P2. Okay, are the concentrations of reactants and products at time T2. Okay, fine. And you know what is this is R2 and this is P2. Okay, so what is change in time? Can I write delta T is equal to T2 minus T1? Okay, so delta means what? Change in time. So what is the change in time? How do you always show change? Final time minus initial time, right? So that is T2 minus T1. So how do you write for change in concentration of reactant? Okay, so I can always write it as R2 minus R1. I can always write it as R2 minus R1. Okay, so final reactant concentration minus initial reactant concentration. And how do you write the expression for change in product? Change in product means delta P, right? So delta P you can always write it as, P2 minus P1, isn't it? P2 minus P1. So what is this delta T? It is change in time. This is nothing but change in time, right? And what is delta R? Change in concentration of reactant. Change in concentration of reactant, right? What is delta P? Change in concentration of product, right? So this is clear, no? It's a very simple thing. It's very much clear. Okay. So now, how do you, shall I rub this part? Shall I rub this part? Note down madidira this part. Okay, very good. So we all know how to express the change mathematically, right? So when two concentrations are given, initial and final, change in the reactant concentration is R2 minus R1. Change in the product concentration is P2 minus P1. Change in time is T2 minus T1. Now, rate of reaction in terms of reactants. How do you write? Already I gave you a formula. Change in the concentration. I gave you a formula. Change in the concentration of reactant by time. Right. So change in the concentration of reactant, I can write delta R now. Right. So I can write it as delta R. So let me write it like this. Delta R. Okay. So delta P. Delta P. Okay. So delta R divided by delta P, which is nothing but concentration, final concentration R2 minus initial concentration R1 divided by T2 minus T1, right? So this is what the mathematical expression for rate of reaction in terms of reactants. And what is the sign you have to put? What is the sign you have to put? Since it's a reactant, what is the sign you will put? Can anyone tell me? Illi sign maribardu. Whenever you express rate of reaction in terms of reactants, sign maribardu. Very good. Negative sign you have to put. Negative sign you have to put. Okay. So you have to put the negative sign. Fine. Okay. So here also negative sign you must definitely put. Similarly, rate of reaction in terms of products. How do you write? Plus, you have to put the sign plus. Change in the product concentration divided by delta T. That is equal to plus P2 minus P1 divided by T2 minus T1. Okay? Clear? So this is how mathematically we express rate of reaction in terms of reactants and in terms of products. Okay? And somebody asked me, Madam, illi now negative sign hakidre in case illi values initial concentration no final concentration no values ella hakidre you will get the answer in negative value. Speed cannot be negative anta kelidralla. Speed negative baralla illi positive value me barutte. Yake andre just observe here, you see reactant case alli your R1 will be higher value, right? R2 will be lower value because reactant concentration decreases, no? Reactant concentration decreases agutte. So nimage initial reactant concentration higher value irutte, final reactant concentration lower value irutte. You see, ನೀವಿಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ lower value R2 minus R1 ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಾ ಆದ್ರೆ lower value minus higher value. So minus into minus positive value ಬರುತ್ತೆ ರೇಟಿಗೆ. Okay, so this minus ಇಲ್ಲಿ already ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ indicating that reactant concentration decreases. Actually ನೀವು numerically calculate ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ you are calculating what? Lower value minus higher value. Lower value minus higher value ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದು negative value ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So negative into negative positive ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So finally rate of reaction will be a positive value. Okay, is that clear? So this is how this is very important. Okay, so these expressions are very important. This is in terms of reactants and this is in terms of product. Clear? Fine. So shall I rub this? Product value why positive? Say positive indicates that positive sign indicates that product concentration increases. Okay, so you take them as a note. Okay, if you are so much confused, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ನೋಟ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೋಬಹುದು. Okay, so take a note. Take 2 points under note. Negative sign. Negative sign indicates the reactant concentration. The reactant concentration decreases during chemical reaction. Okay, and at the same time, positive sign. This is point number 1. This is point number 2. Positive sign indicates that the product concentration increases during a chemical reaction. Okay, so idu meaning negative sign positive sign yak hakidivi formulas alli andre this is why. Okay, negative sign indicates concentration decreases, positive sign indicates concentration increases. Okay, clear? Fine. But ನೀವು actually ಇಲ್ಲಿ rate of reaction calculate ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಸೈನ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಆಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್? ಯಾರೋ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್. ಏನ್ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್? ವಾಟ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ? R2 value highest ಇರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಲಾಜಿಕಲಿ ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್, ಕಾಮನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ R1 ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂವೇ ಹೈಯರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹೇಗ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ? R2 ಹೈಯರ್ ಇರಕ್ಕೆ. R2 ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಲೋವರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, R1 ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಹೈಯರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. somebody asked this question, so I told. Okay, fine. So that's all. Shall I erase? Copy ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ? This is really very important. So expressing rate of reaction in terms of reactants, expressing rate of reaction in terms of product. So this is how we have to express mathematically. Shall I erase everything now? Okay, very good. Okay. Okay, so now we will go for units of rate of reaction. What can be the units of rate of reaction? So normally our rate of reaction involves, numerator only it involves concentration, right? In the numerator you will have concentration, in the denominator you will have time, right? Fine. So that means I can write concentration and time inverse. Howda? Concentration, time inverse. Again in the concentration we will consider molarity. Okay, so which concentration term we will consider? Molarity. So can you tell me what is the unit of molarity? Molarity is nothing but mole liter inverse, right? Mole per liter. Okay, so substitute this here. What do you get? Mole liter inverse, time inverse. And time we will always take it in seconds. Okay, so time now we will consider in seconds, right? So mole liter inverse second inverse is the unit of rate of reaction. Okay, so what is the unit of rate of reaction? Mole liter inverse second inverse. So this can be asked for 1 mark. I told you from this chapter 1 mark question barutte. So this is 1 mark asking question. Okay, so many times they have asked this question, what is the unit of rate of reaction? So very simple, what is the unit? Mole liter inverse second inverse. Okay, so this is the unit of rate of reaction. So shall I rub this? Did you note it down? Illi navu concentration, which concentration term we will take? Molarity. So molarity, the unit is mole-liter inverse. That's what we substituted and we got the unit. Okay, so I'll erase everything now. Very good. Okay. So now take down two types of rate. There are two types of rate. Okay. See, molality we don't take because we will do most of our reactions in the form of solutions. Yes or no? We take solvent in liters. We conduct most of the reactions in the form of solutions. So solutions alli ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ molarity is the best concentration term we consider when we have to conduct a chemical reaction instantly. That's why ನಾವು molarity common ಆಗಿ consider ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ than molality. Okay. So next concept again, let us move on. That is two types of rate. There are two types of rate. Okay. So two types of rate. They are average rate, and the second one is instantaneous rate. Instantaneous rate. Okay, so average rate and instantaneous rate. So let us talk about one by one. Okay, first heading you keep down average rate. First heading, excuse me, average rate. So what do you mean by average rate? So can you tell me what is average velocity? Now velocity matadbekadre say when you talk about the velocity of a car or speed of a car, most of the time we consider average velocity, right? So what do you mean by average velocity? Say when the car is at this point and it is moving at this point, average velocity is distance covered from this point to this point in a total time. In a total time, right? So yeah, total distance divided by total time, right? Yeah, very good. Somebody told total distance divided by total time. Howda? Idu nimma average speed that you studied in physics. Similarly, apply to the chemical reaction. Apply to the chemical reaction. It's nothing but observe the definition. Definition tagolli. Change in the concentration. Change in the concentration of reactants or products over a period of time. Okay, so on the large time gap alli, what is the change in the concentration of reactants or the change in the concentration of product? That's what we mean by average rate. Okay, so change in the concentration of reactants or products over a period of time, over a large time gap, is what we call average rate. Okay, so average rate can be expressed as just the formulas that I mentioned, delta R divided by delta T. It's a large change in the concentration of reactant divided by large change in the time. Okay, so or average rate in terms of products, if I have to tell, it is delta P divided by delta T. So whatever the formulas I gave you previously, those formulas you can consider for average rate. Like average andre one big change in the concentration of reactants or product divided by big change in the time. Okay, so tumba time gap alli ಒಂದು 20 minutes or 30 minutes or time gap alli ಎಷ್ಟು change ಆಗಿದೆ in the concentration of reactants and product, adu express ಮಾಡೋದು average rate. Okay, so whereas instantaneous rate, another one you have instantaneous rate. So what is instantaneous rate? Have you studied instantaneous velocity in physics? Physics alli instantaneous velocity odidira? Yeah, very good. Small change. So what actually we mean by instantaneous velocity? Velocity at an instant of time. Okay, say for example, ಒಂದು ಕಾರು ಒಂದು point ಇಂದ another point ಗೆ move ಆಯಿತು. So this was the total distance. Okay, this distance traveled within 30 minutes. Okay, or 1 hour. Okay, so ಇದು normal ಆಗಿ total distance by total time ಏನು average speed, right? But if I ask the question exactly at 10th minute, what is the speed of a car? Exactly at 10th minute, what is the speed of a car? Okay, what is the speed of a car? That is instantaneous velocity. Yes or no? Okay, exactly at the 10th minute, what is the speed? Exactly at 15th minute, what is the rate of a reaction? Exactly at second minute, what is the rate of a reaction? That is what we mean by instantaneous rate. Okay, so take the definition. Instantaneous rate. Instantaneous rate is equal to, take the definition, change in the concentration of reactant or product at an instant of time. At an instant of time. Okay, at very small change in time. Like what is the change in the concentration? Here a small change. Okay, instantaneous rate means what? You will observe small change. Okay, so that's why what is the expression I can write here? Instantaneous rate is equal to, I can write it as, small change is always represented with d, right? So dr divided by dt. Instead of using delta, I am using a word d. Okay, delta means what? Large change in the concentration in large amount of time. Okay, what do you mean by d? Small change in the concentration at small instant of time, at very less instant of time. Okay, so that is the difference. Average andre large change in the concentration over a long period of time. Okay, so ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ರೇಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಆವರೇಜ್ ರೇಟ್. ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ರೇಟ್. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆವರೇಜ್ ರೇಟ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಡೆಲ್ಟಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟೇನಿಯಸ್ ರೇಟ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಡಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ or instantaneous, I can also write in terms of product minus dp divided by dt. Yes or no? So these are the formulas for instantaneous rate and these are the formulas for average rate. In difference ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ. Here we have used, here sorry plus sign, here minus sign, here plus sign. Very good. Okay, so what difference you found? Here delta we have used, here small d we have used. Delta means large change, small d means small change in the concentration in small interval of time. Okay, so that's what about average rate and instantaneous rate. Is that clear everyone? So till here the concept is clear, right? Everybody? Okay, so shall I erase? We'll go for the next concept. Very good. Okay, so what is the time left for us? Can you all tell me? Only 2 minutes, huh? Only 2 minutes. The next concept tomorrow I will take. Okay, next concept heading it koli. Take the heading. Take the heading. Shall I wrap all this? Okay. Next concept is really very important. Expressing rate of chemical, expressing rate of reaction for chemical equations, okay? So this is what the next concept, very important. Tomorrow we will discuss. Okay, fine. So everybody keep the heading. Okay, very good. Very good. See, again, I'm telling you, chemical kinetics, one of the very, very important chapters. Concentrate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay. So, physical chemistry ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ lots of formulas, numericals ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So, ನೀವು ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. So, your concentration is very, very important. Okay. So, we will meet tomorrow then. Don't worry about questions. 5 mark questions ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, 2 marks ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ after the chapter gets completed, I can tell you. Okay, fine.